We're back again with another strain review, and today we have some OG Kush coming from Clayill, and this is actually grown in Humboldt County. This is something that is a privilege to get the opportunity to review or even try out. So this was definitely really cool, and on top of it, I actually had a great experience. So I think that this is going to be a review that you really will want to watch to the end. With this said though, OG Kush is one of the most classic strains in the world. It is one of the most classic and sought after strains for a very good reason. It isn't something that is going to be able to be enjoyed at any time of the day, but it's definitely going to be something that really is going to pack a punch. So it is definitely something you want to plan accordingly when you smoke it, and it is definitely something you're going to have a blast when you do get to enjoy it. But it is definitely something that is more for that gas crowd, the one that can deal with something that's actually going to have some potency. So it's a strain that some people might not be a huge fan of. Me personally, a mega fan of it. I think that this is probably by far my favorite strain that's ever been created. So this one right here is definitely a privilege to get to review. So let's get to reviewing it. This one, for the look, isn't the most appealing thing in the world. It is definitely going to have a lot of appeal to it. It is definitely something that I truly think is something that I am chasing for, but I know that a lot of people aren't the same as me, and I know that a lot of people might look at it and be like, oh, it's just green, it's just this, and they might pass up on it. So that means I'm gonna have to give it a 7.5. I think that the nug structure is great. I think that the appeal on it is really nice, but I just know for a fact that there is a uneducated part of the crowd at the moment that would probably pass it up just because it doesn't have purple. That moves us to the smell. The smell on this one is actually really nice. The smell on this one's going to be an 8. I think that the 8 is very fair. I think that this is definitely going to be a strain that draws you in off the smell, and it definitely will be something that even draws in the casual, because it's this gassy sweetness that is enjoyable, and it's not necessarily that weird airy OG smell. It's more of that gassy earthy smell that is actually pleasant. For the taste, it's actually going to be a 7. I think that a 7 is fair. I think that a 7 is more than fair, just due to the fact that it isn't the most pleasant taste in the world. It has a little bit of grassiness, a little bit of earthiness to it that is alright, but it also has that gassy part to it that is great. So it is definitely something that I would say is a good taste. It's not bad at all, but I know that there is some other OGs out there that might taste a little bit better, and personally I just know for a fact that there is a large amount of the crowd that really wants candy right now. So a 7 is fair. That moves us to the high. The high on this one's going to be a 9.5. I think that a 9.5 is more than fair. This one is definitely going to have more of that sleepy, potent effect to it that is definitely going to be for a certain type of person, and even if it's not that certain type of person that ends up enjoying it, they're still going to really get some potent effects from it. So I believe that everyone would agree upon a 9.5. I think that the 9.5 is more than fair, and it definitely is something that is more than just euphoric. It is also very potent and strong. So it's definitely going to be a very enjoyable experience throughout the whole time that you experience it. And this all leads us to a overall score of a 7.5625, which I truly feel is very fair. It isn't necessarily going to be the best batch of OG that you ever have tried, but it's definitely going to be a very potent one. It's definitely going to be a very memorable one, and it's definitely going to be something that I would say compares pretty well to the Josh D's batch of OG. I would actually say that the Josh D's one is going to be the one that I consider my preference out of the two. It burned a lot better, it tasted a lot better, it was just a more enjoyable experience. So I would say that the cut that Josh D has is just a little bit better than the humble cut, but I actually really am enjoying this humble cut of OG, and I really think that this is something that if you have the opportunity to try it, which is going to be very hard to find the opportunity, if you get that opportunity, jump on that opportunity, get as much as you can, and enjoy yourself. You're going to have a blast. And I definitely would say, if you are someone who enjoys OGs, hit that subscribe button, because I will have a lot more OGs that I'm going to be reviewing, and I'm also going to be doing a lot more content that is going to be for that certain type of crowd, the people who are interested in the better side of cannabis. I'm going to be doing a bunch of documentaries, interviews, and other cannabis related content. So if this was something that you enjoyed today, you'll enjoy those a lot more. I do appreciate you for watching this though. Stay blessed.